What is going on, amazing, beautiful people? Your boy Jeffrey Gamer is back at you with another LSPDFR tutorial. And today, guys and gals, I've gotten another amazing mod to bring to you from none other than Echo. I saw this on the LSPDFR site yesterday, and then I saw it during SST's stream last night. It looks amazing. It was just updated a few hours ago to be controller friendly, so I thought no better time than right now to do an install and showcase on this mod. What mod I'm talking about is the Grappler. It's going to be amazing. Folks, if you don't know what a Grappler is, it's a tool used by LEO that is installed on the front of their vehicles, preferably a truck, something heavy that can stop a fleeing vehicle. And what it does is, by remote, it will lower a breakaway strap so that they can get that around the fleeing subject's tire, and once they deploy it, that strap or that rope will tangle up in the tire, slowly bringing the fleeing vehicle to a halt, rather than doing the pit maneuver that can injure the officers, pedestrians, innocent people, or the suspect. So that's what we're going to be installing. So without further ado, let me stop jabbing away and let's get to it. Click the link down below that says Grappler. It's going to bring you to, not this page, but it'll bring you to this page right here. Again, big shout out to Echo. And of course, the folks that helped Echo, Rogue Thunder and Scorpion Fam. And you can see pictures here, and I do see it's on other vehicles, so maybe you can add it to other vehicles. We're going to see. Let's go ahead and click download this file. And you want to agree and download, and you want the main files, the 1.1, okay? This is the one that was just updated 6 hours ago. And just click download. It's a simple plugin, so it doesn't take long. It is an OpenIV. We are going to have to do OpenIV as well as our main directory, so we're going to have to fire up our OpenIV. And let's do that right now, as a matter of fact. Go ahead and fire up your OpenIV and click Windows. And make sure you're in edit mode. Once your OpenIV starts up, make sure you're in edit mode. Mine automatically opens up in edit mode. If you want yours to do the same thing, I will show you how to do that. You are simply, see how mine's automatically in edit mode? Just go to tools, go to options. Right here under default work mode, yours might say read only. Just switch it to edit, and that's it. Close, boom, done. Now, let's install some files. Go ahead and double click the Grappler 1.1 folder in the WinRAR. And oopsie, there we go. And bring up the README. Folks, these READMEs are like gold, okay? You got to read them. Look at this. It's so beautifully put together, so easy to install. Install the DLC pack, and it's going to give us the pathway right here that we need to install the DLC pack. Now in here, there's the Grappler, and inside this should be the DLC.rpf. There it is, right? So let's go back to this right here. I don't want to confuse anybody. So first, let's get to this pathway right here. Okay, you're going to go to, in your OpenIV, edit mode is on. You're going to go to mods. You're going to go to update, times 64, and DLC packs. Now, do yourself a favor. Go to favorites. Click add to favorites in DLC packs in GTA. Click add. Okay? Because I'm also going to show you how to remove it. All right? Now, once we're right here, you're simply going to go back into the WinRAR, double click this DLC pack folder, and take this Grappler folder, left click, hold it, drag it right here, drop it in. All right, you should see it down at the bottom. There it is right there. All right, so now we're going to go back. Well, we don't really have to go back. Yeah, we got to go back. Let's go back and then hold right there. Go back to the README. Now we want to go to the DLC.xml. And for that, Echo added the pathway right there for it. Okay, so we're going to click mods, update, update.rpf, not update to, update.rpf. Double click that, common, and data. Again, go to favorites, click add to favorites, and name it DLC.xml, just like that. And then click add. As you can see, I've already got it in mine, DLC.xml, and it'll bring you right here, folks. Okay, so now what we want to do in the README, and thank you to Echo for doing this as well. A lot of developers forget to do this part. You can see he added the item line. You need to highlight exactly what I have highlighted. don't highlight that space right there. Don't highlight too far after. You want to go from this first greater than sign right to that less than sign, okay? That right there. Once you got the highlighted, right click and copy, okay? Now, over here in your OpenIV, you're going to scroll down until you see DLC list.xml. Right click it and go to edit. Now, yours is going to look a little different than mine because I've got some other DLCs installed in my game that you might not have. So Forest, Alley Roads, all that. You might not have all that. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to go to the last item line. Okay, and you're going to click right at the end of that item line there until you see the blinking text bar. All right, you see that? You see it says paths right here and then item right above it. This is the last item line right at the bottom. So you want to click it and make sure it's blinking. Once it's blinking, just hit enter once. Once you do that, you can hit Control V or you can right click paste. We're pasting this right here into right here. You want to make sure it's all lined up. You see how these are all lined up like that? And the I is above the H. You want to make sure that the I in the last item line is above the H in paths. Okay, so you pretty much want the bottom of your XML list to look like this. Okay, if it does not look like this, cancel out, go back in and try it again. If it looks just like this, you're going to click save. Okay, now I'm going to minimize this because before we go into the game, I'm going to show you how to delete and get this out of your game just in case you don't like it, okay? So we're going to minimize that. Now, drag and drop plugins folder inside the... Okay, so we're good with this. We don't need the README anymore, but we do need our main directory now. So we're going to bring up our File Explorer. And to get to the main directory for Steam users, you're going to go to your disk drive that your Steam games are installed through. It might be C. Mine is on the D drive. You want to go to Program Files x86, Steam, Steam Apps, and Common. And then double click whatever Grand Theft Auto folder you're going to put it in, like that one. And there we go. Now, over here in the WinRAR, you're going to double click the Grand Theft Auto folder there. And you're going to take this plugins folder, drag it, drop it in. You'll see plugins will highlight like that. Now let's go to the INI. We're all done with the WinRAR. We can get rid of that. Now let's double click plugins. And here it is right here, Grappler INI. Okay, then you got Grappler offsets. So Grappler INI, this might be a good time to go ahead and grab a piece of pencil, or a pencil and a piece of paper, right? You want to grab a pencil and a piece of paper. Or if you got multiple monitors, you could always drag this over to another monitor so it's easy for you to look at. That's probably what I'll do. And in here, we're going to look at the INI. It's a small one, which is good. We like that. Okay, so if true, the Grappler will never latch onto police vehicles. Be careful with this setting in case you get into a pursuit of a stolen police vehicle. Ignore police vehicles. It's set to false, which means it will grapple a police vehicle. We're going to leave that as is. The length of the Grappler rope. It is recommended not to set this below 4 as it could result in unexpected behavior. We're going to leave that at default. Really what I'm in here for is the deploy button and, the keybinds. So, deploys and raises the Grappler is going to be the Y key on your keyboard. Available options for controller. So, what I'm going to do is I am going to I think what I want to do is I think I want to do the deploy button. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do right thumb. And I know what you're thinking. Isn't that the button to look behind you? Actually, I'm going to do left thumb, the horn. All right, so I got left thumb. And then for the modifier button, we're going to have a modifier because I don't want to be, because sometimes I honk my horn while going through lights. So the modifier button is going to be, I'm going to do A. So A plus the left thumb should deploy the grappler. Okay? So if you change anything in here, make sure you go to File and you go to Save, just like that. All right? Deploy and raises the grappler. Deploy key is Y. It doesn't say in here about the vehicle, unless it's already got a list of vehicles in the vehicle list. So if that's the case, you will need something like menu or simple trainer or something like that. I would prefer it to be DLC vehicles. That way you're not seeing a bunch of vehicles with grapplers, because in real life, not all police vehicles have grapplers. Only a certain selected few of each department, each fleet have them. So I would prefer it to be a DLC. That way I'm the only one with the grappler. So we saved it. I'm going to drag this over here so I can see it while in the game. And we are all done. Now, let's say you go into your game, it's crashing your game, you don't want it anymore, you want to just remove it, right? Well, how would you do that? Well, simple. You would do it by going to your Grand Theft Auto folder, follow your pathway again, go to Grand Theft Auto, and you're going to go to Plugins. And you're going to see this grappler offset right here, this folder. You would hold your control key and select that folder. Then you would go down and select the Grappler INI and the Grappler PDB and the Grappler DLL. Those 4 files, and then you would simply right-click and delete. Once you do that, you can close out of your File Explorer. I'm not going to delete it, obviously. You would close out of your File Explorer, go back into your OpenIV, right? And that's why I told you to save these, the 2 pathways. So first thing, go to Favorites, go to DLC Packs, and then you're going to look for Grappler. There it is right there. Simply right-click and delete, right? Then you would go to Favorites again and go to DLC.xml. And what you would do is you would find that DLC list.xml, right-click, edit. And this part could be a bit tricky, but it's, you know, if you really pay attention, you'll get it. You want to remove this line. And how to do that is you highlight it and hit backspace once, backspace twice, backspace one more time, and we want one more backspace. Okay, so that it brings this paths up 1. Okay, again, just like before, the H is below the I. So we're good. Once you did that, click Save. I'm not going to click Save, obviously, because I want to go into the game. Okay, and let me just double check and make sure it didn't... Okay, so the grappler's back in there. Now, if you delete it and you save it, you're good. The grappler's out of your game. Okay, so let's exit out of this. There is one final thing that you have to do, and that's when you fire up your Rage, you want to hold your Shift key because it's a plugin. So you have to select it. So if this didn't work for you, if you go and you're like, the grappler's not there, it's not working, it's because you didn't do this part. Once your Rage options comes up, your settings, you're going to click Plugins, and there it is right there, Grappler. You are going to simply, boom, just go ahead and select the grappler. You could also uncheck and then check all, and then save and launch. That's it. I'll see you in the game. Let's go check this out. Alrighty, amazing, beautiful people. Here we are in the game, and first test, no crashes, no lag, no nothing. Everything loaded up beautifully. It's a DLC pack, so I'm, you know, well, it is. It's also a plugin, but. Loaded up, first try, boom, not a problem. While it was loading, I did speak with Echo as far as how do we get, are there specific vehicles that we have to get? Do they spawn in through the trainer? I was wrong. It does not spawn in through any trainer, so you do not need simple trainer or menu. You can put this on any vehicle. So go to any vehicle that you have in your fleet, and you're gonna get inside of that vehicle. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna hit your F4. Let me get rid of the call out interface. You're going to hit F4 to bring up the Rage console, and what you're going to do is you're going to type in spawn grappler, and you see it right there how it auto brings it up. You're going to hit tab, enter. Now mine is going to save right there because I tested it. Now yours is not going to spawn on the front of the vehicle the first time you put it on this vehicle. Now it saves the XML in the INI. So in other words, if you pull out a police one vehicle and you put the grappler on it, the next time you come in, you will not have to adjust the location of it unless you change the model of your vehicle. Okay, so here's the next thing that you're going to want to do if you're using this for the first time. First thing, spawn Grappler. The second thing you want to do while your console menu is still up, you want to type in Grappler. Whoopsie. Come on, Jeff, you could do it. Grappler configure offset. And once it says the suggestion right there, you can hit tab and then hit enter. Now we can hit F4 again to get out of that. And now we're here. So now this is set at 265. This is going to be at 0. When you first spawn it, it's going to be at 0. So what you're going to have to do, it's going to look like this to you. I probably should have switched this back before showing y'all, but I mean, this is close enough. Yours is going to be at 0, so you're going to see it like you could see it in the front seat there. You just have to set it, right? You just have to set it, and you'll see it'll start coming forward. It'll start moving forward, and it'll start coming through. So you're just going to keep going up. It's going to be about 2 or 3, and there it is. It's starting to come through. Don't worry about that spike strip thing at the bottom. That's for another mod. Right, so we want to bring it just until it gets above the crash bar there. I think, no, we got one more. That might be good right there. Now, you could also move it up or down. I think I'll put mine like right there. And of course, you can go left to right. And then once you have it where you want it, you're going to go to save offset. Now once you do that, it's saved in the INI. You will never have to adjust it again on this vehicle. You will have to go into the F4 and type in spawn Grappler. That you'll have to do whenever you get on the game, right? You won't have to do it again during that session of gameplay. So now I can run this Grappler this entire patrol and not have to respawn it, right? So it's great. It's good. Now, if I shut my game off and I go back on tomorrow, yeah, I'm going to have to spawn it, but I won't have to configure it. I'll only have to configure it if I pull out a new vehicle. I hope that made sense. So now we got the Grappler model with ropes, without ropes. We're going to go with ropes. So we're going to backspace out. Now we're ready. We're ready for patrol. And you can go out there and we can start patrolling like we normally would, right? So now let me show you. Now, if you remember, I set mine for controller to be A and left thumb. Look at that. And you see it unfolds. A and left thumb will pull it back up. Keyboard key is Y. Now, some of yous, the Y key accepts callouts. So what I suggest you do is don't use your Y key to accept a call out. Use Grammar Police. That way it won't do this. Or go into the Grappler INI and change it from the Y key. That way you don't have to worry about whenever you accept a call out that Y key is going to spawn it. If you do hit the Y key, just hit it again and it'll pull it back up. So it's not a problem. All right, so... But yeah, I like mine set to the A because I can drive, and look at that, it's out, right? So I can drive and just very easily pull it up, and then very easily deploy it. I love this. I love this so much. This is so great. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit F10. Let's go to a pursuit. And one Charles 33 responding, code 3. Alright. So there's gunfire. Yeah. So it might get it might actually get. Hold on, we're gonna do something. We're gonna go God mode. Because we don't wanna die while we're trying to catch these guys. they're going to be coming up here. We're trying to catch up to this vehicle here. Wow, they are flying. Let's see if they go straight or... Yeah, they went straight up. Come on, Jeff. They went straight up GOH, so let's see if we can catch up to them. Come on. Is that our vehicle right there? That might be our vehicle right there. Yeah, that's our vehicle. You can just see. Yep. All right, so let's go ahead and get the grappler deployed. Right? And then once you hit it right there, you see that? It's got it. Now we hit our brake. Look at that. Look at that. And then you can get out. Oh, and look at that. He can pull the truck. Right? So now we could sit here. That is... It's so awesome. That is so awesome. Hold on. And then to reset it, we would simply, for me, would be A, left thumb, and it resets. And now we are good to go. So I am going to, hold on. I want to do...
Clear 1530.
I want to do a pursuit. Hold on. Let me do a pursuit. Is there a pursuit here? No. Kuchera. Let me see. Yeah, stolen money truck with that one usually.
Attention all units.
Frank 11, need an extra unit here.
Officer needs backup.
So they're down there. Alright, so we reset it. Nope, we're going the wrong way. Why is the money truck on the fucking beach? It's down there on the beach, y'all. Alright, we're gonna cancel it. You know, Kuchera's just... I'm sorry that I'm just not a big fan of the Kuchera callouts. They just seem to be garbage. They're... I don't know. Alright, let's go over here. And I just want to do one more without gun 686. Amazing callouts. Let's go with the 686.
All units, please respond for a mutual aid pursuit. Respond
No,
code 3.
we're gonna go with...
All units, officers need assistance in your area. In, Morningwood.
There we go. Large vehicle. Oh, I don't know why we would do large vehicle pursuits.
Copy code 4, 2011.
All right. Well, we'll try large vehicle pursuit.
Hey, 503 in the GWC Engulfing Society.
All right. So our car's all damaged up from the previous pursuit. But that's okay. We're gonna. It's just for the sake of. All right. So they're inside of the golf course. All right. They're coming back. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait until we get behind them. I don't know if we're gonna try to see if we can stop this big thing. Let's give it a go. And it's gonna stop right here, right? Nope, it's gonna keep going. So let's deploy the grappler. And it's deployed. Now let's try to get up behind this truck. This mod is so dope. It's so dope. All right, so we're gonna get right up on his wheel there, and we got him. No, we didn't. Maybe it can't do the bigger vehicles. That's a big truck. Maybe it's got to be a certain. In real life, they would never grapple. They would never use the grappler on this. I don't know. Maybe they would. Probably not, because this thing would. Oh, there it goes. So we got it. But you guys get the gist of it. You guys get the gist of it. You see how well it works. This thing, listen, this mod is so dope. It is so dope. I can't even explain to you how dope it is. Echo, yet again, you knocked another one out the park, my guy. This is going into all of my GTA files. I love it. It is a must-have for me. Even if you never use it throughout your patrol, it's good to just have it. Now, one thing that I would probably do is I do have, for instance, I'm going to use Simple Trainer, and I'm going to spawn my Ranger, right? My Park Ranger truck. Like so. Let's spawn that. I think this, with the Grappler on it, is going to look cool. So again, F4, and you could just hit your up key to, actually, we'll just do spawn Grappler, and then, Grappler, configure, hit tab, enter, and then there is the configurator. And now I might as well set it while I'm here. So I'm going to go to the Y-axis. That's what's going to pull it forward. Because right now you can see it. It's in the front seat. So if we just hold this down, I feel like it'll look a lot better on the truck because it's a bigger vehicle. And this will be the thumbnail. I do get a lot of people that ask me what's that vehicle pack back there, the FPIU. That is Trooper 18. That is one of Trooper 18's vehicles. And the livery is a one-off, not available to anybody. Made by Doug 1637. So we can pull this back just a little bit. So that kind of looks good right there, and it blends in with the push bar. Should we go up or down with it at all? Maybe down just a little bit. That way the lights are still showing through the... Yeah, that looks good right there. And save. So now it's saved on this truck. And that's it. Oh my gosh. Listen, I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Good job, Echo. It does look good on a truck. I suggest if you have any pickup trucks in your fleet, or even some Tahoes, I would definitely do that. The FPIU, it looked a little big on it. It looked good. Don't get me wrong, it looked good. But this is made for any vehicle. Chargers, Impalas, Crown Vics, FPIUs, anything. Anything that you have in your fleet, you can throw this thing on. This is going to be the one in the thumbnail, though. 100% we're going to be using this in the thumbnail. So, yes, big shout out to Echo. Good job on this. I spent a lot longer in this in-game than I wanted to, but you get it. Yeah, I really love to show all the new folks exactly how to do things. So go get you the Grappler and install it. It's freaking amazing. Thank y'all so much for checking out the video. If you're new here and you feel like I'm deserving, please consider supporting the channel by hitting that subscribe button and ringing that bell so that you know when new content's added. Also, consider giving this video a thumbs up. The more thumbs up this video gets, the more people it can reach and teach, as it hopefully did with you. Until next time, everybody, be safe, be healthy, be positive, follow the rules, and obey the law. Your boy Jeffrey Gamer's out. We'll see you on the next one. Later, y'all. So many demons inside of my life, you would thought that's so 비오는 나는 비오는 소리 두고 and I locked in the cell. I've been counting the bill. 아침이 올 때까지 man, cause this is for real. Yeah, this is for real. 꿈에서 나타난 아마 struck up a deal. 아마가 하라고 해서 I still remember that. I lost my way, now I'm running back. Folk in the world, you know I chose to grow. 흑수저 아인의 편명이고. You know why they be calling me filthy, right?